Welcome to Spotlight with Shonda Scott. Today our spotlight is on the new Interim Deputy Superintendent, Kyla Johnson-Trammell. Thank you for joining us.
It's a pleasure to be here with you,
And
Shonda.
you're one of Oakland's own, right?
Yes, Oakland native, born and raised, East Oakland, yes.
Great. I've heard a lot of great things about your work, so congratulations on the new position.
Thank you.
So just tell us a little bit about your journey, because we also do this alumni edition where we highlight people who have gone through Oakland Public Schools for the young people now to see, like, where are they now?
Yeah.
These are our leaders, and this was you at one point when you were a student in Oakland schools.
Yeah.
So just tell us about your journey from the classroom to now in the leadership.
Well, I grew up in East Oakland, and I attended Oakland Public Schools all the way through middle school, Montclair Elementary and Montera Junior High, or I guess middle school is what we call it now.
Right.
And through a lot of the kind of programs that were in the city at the time, MESA through UC Berkeley, Mathematics, Engineering, Science Achievement, and also Young Musicians Program, my mom found out about A Better Chance, which helps to get students of color into independent schools in the area. So I attended the Branson School in Marin, got up 5:30 in the morning to catch BART all the way across the bridge in order just to have like a college preparatory experience. And then from then, I kind of opened my mind up to applying for schools outside of California. So I got a full ride to go to University of Pennsylvania in Philadelphia and went there to school, just knew I wanted to be a corporate lawyer, but I've always worked with kids. I taught dance and piano to kind of make extra money growing up. And then when I was in Philadelphia, I taught kids who were incarcerated in middle school. I did kind of student teaching in high school and was applying to be a paralegal in New York, but found myself talking about kids the whole time.
So that was your passion and purpose.
So that was my passion. And it took the person on the interview committee to say, you know, you have the job if you want to do this, but have you ever considered teaching? So I thought, okay, that was a weird thing to say.
Right.
And then on the train ride back, I really thought about it and said, well, let me try it out for a couple of years. And I did so, went back a block from where I grew up, Parker Elementary, and I taught there. And then from there, the rest is history. Just kind of fell in love with the craft and, you know, have just kind of, as opportunities have presented themselves, I've just kind of fell into them. So
what, in your role as the deputy superintendent, what does that mean? Like, are you over all the schools, all the students? I mean, how does that role work with the superintendent's office?
So my role, the kind of fancy title, is Deputy Superintendent of Academic Socio-Emotional Learning. So it's really over all of the academic programming, and it's also over the schools and then some of the other divisions that touch schools, like student services, where there's mental health, the research and assessment department, which provides data. So, but also doing a lot of partnership with some of the operational departments as well, because all of those departments support schools.
When you go to the school sites, is there continuity on the issues? Are they similar issues at all the schools, or do some areas have one issue and another one has a different issue? If you talk to the different sites, is there something that's continually like, you know, like this is everybody's?
I would say one issue is just being in California, never feeling like you have enough funding for the needs. Now, the needs can sometimes be different, but just feeling like, I was talking to a principal this morning who was saying, you know, you have to learn how to be very creative and resourceful when you're under-resourced. So that definitely comes up as a common thread. I think dealing with a lot of trauma just in the city that we're in, I mean, just globally what's going on, but particularly some of our challenges in our city is kind of felt throughout elementary, middle, high, and all kind of districts and neighborhoods. But then there are some pieces that are unique because we are multilingual, multiracial, and, you know, kind of distinctive issues. But I would definitely say there's some through lines.
Right. So if you had like a crystal ball, what would be some of the best practices that you would put in place right now if you could just do whatever you wanted to do and you could just make it happen?
Oh, if only I had that crystal ball. I would say, you know, first is making sure that all schools just continue to see kids see the light in the relationship, build that relationship. I mean, that's really where education and learning comes from. kids being seen, being motivated, feeling like they're cared for and loved. And there are lots of regulations, but really being able to spark and be inspired by your creativity around what makes a good school.
Well, thank you, and thank you for your service.
Oh, thank you.
And we need more of you to come back into the schools.
Yes, hopefully more will follow, yes.
Great, congratulations again.
Thank you.
You've been watching Spotlight. Our Spotlight today was on the Interim Deputy Superintendent, Kyla Johnson-Trammell of the Oakland Unified School District, where every student thrives. Thank you for joining us.